Benvenuti alla nostra casa.
That's my father, Stefano Riboli, welcoming you to our family's winery in Los Angeles. Long before the first vineyards were planted in Napa and Sonoma, rich farmlands were located throughout downtown Los Angeles and its surrounding communities. French grape varieties were planted in our city as early as 1833. With these new vineyards came the birth of commercial grape growing and winemaking in the state of California. The Southern California wine industry flourished well into the late 20th century. My great-uncle Santo Cambianica immigrated to Los Angeles from his home in Lombardy, Italy. In 1917, Uncle Santo purchased a tiny lot on Lamar Street. On the side of a railroad boxcar, he painted the name San Antonio Winery, a tribute to St. Anthony of Padua. In 1920, Congress passed the Prohibition laws, which forbid the production and sale of alcoholic beverages. Uncle Santo, as a devout Catholic, was granted permission to produce sacramental wines for local Los Angeles congregations. In fact, this tradition continues to this very day. By the late 1930s, Santo Cambianica and Stefano Riboli were gaining a reputation as premier winemakers, catering to the newly arrived immigrants from Western Europe. They were producing flavorful red wines, which were blends of many grape varieties, including Zinfandel, Grenache, and Carignan. These grapes were grown on hand-farmed hillside vineyards dotting the local communities of Burbank, Pasadena, and Sierra Madre. In 1946, my father married my mother, Maddalena Satrani. Under Maddalena's guidance came a new direction for our family's winery. My mother believed that customer service was the key to a successful business. In the 1950s, my mother and father expanded the winery to include one of the first tasting rooms in the state. Our winery was expanded in the mid-1970s to include the Maddalena restaurant and a newly remodeled and expanded tasting room. My mother, Maddalena, wanted to introduce customers to the pleasures of Italian cuisine and fine wine. Today, her restaurant is a landmark luncheon spot in downtown Los Angeles. My sister Kathy continues the tradition of creating fine regional Italian dishes. The San Antonio Winery and Maddalena restaurant are consistently listed as one of the top 100 great places to visit in our very diversified city. Zagat and Fodor's Guide has listed us as a must-do in Los Angeles.
Come and enjoy our delicious food.
Since it was founded, 4 generations of my family have continued the legacy of Santo Cambianica and Stefano Riboli. We are proud to be a family-owned and operated winery whose pride is revealed in our dedication to the art of fine winemaking. In order to craft great wine, one must begin in the vineyard. Our family has established premium vineyards from the top viticultural regions throughout California. This rigorous selection process includes many factors, including climate and soil. Our estate vineyards are located in Napa Valley, Sonoma, Monterey, and Paso Robles. In 1986, my family planted our estate vineyard in the heart of Napa Valley's Rutherford appellation. Rutherford provides an ideal climate for ripening Cabernet Sauvignon. Warm days and cool nights allow the complete maturation of this variety. Our vineyard's well-drained, clay-loam soils make this an exceptional site for our flagship wine, Riboli Family Vineyard Cabernet Sauvignon. In neighboring Sonoma, we select Cabernet Sauvignon grapes from mature hillside vineyards in Alexander Valley. This region is equally renowned for the creation of great Cabernet Sauvignon. As a tribute to Santo Cambianica and Stefano Riboli, we have named our Cabernet Sauvignon Santo Stefano. Our Maddalena vineyard, San Simeon, and Aliento del Sol wines are crafted from grapes grown in our family's vineyards in Monterey and Paso Robles. In the Arroyo Seco appellation of Monterey, our family cultivates several grape varieties, including Syrah, Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, and Riesling. These varieties thrive in the cool climate of Monterey, which is highly influenced by coastal fog and wind. The warmer regions of Paso Robles, in San Luis Obispo, is ideal for grape varieties that include Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Petit Syrah, Muscat Canelli, and Zinfandel.
My family welcomes you.
In addition to our family's investment in great vineyards, we have also implemented state-of-the-art winemaking in our 2 modern wineries in Paso Robles and Los Angeles. White grape varieties such as Chardonnay are harvested by machine within the vineyards. The grapes are kept cool by harvesting during the night or early morning and then shipped to our recently completed winery in Paso Robles. Within our European membrane presses, air pressure is applied to gently remove the juice. The resulting must is chilled and shipped in insulated tankers to our winery in Los Angeles. Here yeast is added to the must to begin the fermentation of the natural grape sugar into alcohol. The must of certain white varieties such as Pinot Grigio, Muscat Canelli, and Riesling are fermented entirely in temperature-controlled stainless steel tanks at 60 degrees Fahrenheit. This helps to preserve the fresh fruit flavors and aromas in the wine. Chardonnay, however, is fermented in both stainless steel and 60-gallon oak barrels. Our winemakers also utilize their traditional French technique of sur-lie aging, in which the barrels are stirred after fermentation to mix the yeast cells. This imparts creamy texture and mouthfeel to the wine. Fermentation of red grapes such as Cabernet Sauvignon is more difficult since the skins are necessary to give color to the wine. Our red grapes are picked by hand and then shipped to our winery in Paso Robles. We no longer process red grapes in Los Angeles because of the disposal of skins and seeds. At the Paso Robles facility, specialized machines remove the stems and crush the grapes. The resulting mix of juice, skins, and seeds are pumped into stainless steel tank. Yeast is added to the tank. The skins float to the top of the tank and form a cap. Several times during each day, wine is pumped from the bottom of the tank over the top of the cap. The technique known as pump over helps to extract the red color from the skins. Warm fermentation temperatures of 85 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit also help to extract color. When the fermentation is complete, the tank is drained. Then the skins are placed into membrane presses to remove all the remaining wine. As part of my family's respect of the environment, all of the stems, skins, and seeds are returned to the vineyards to enrich the soil as natural compost. After fermentation, the young red wines are shipped to Los Angeles. Here our winemakers fill 60-gallon oak barrels. These barrels are then placed within our temperature-controlled cellars for aging. The purpose of this maturing process, which lasts from 12 to 24 months, is to soften the mouthfeel of the wine. Our Los Angeles winery is the home of our winemaking team. This team is composed of David Vergari and Anthony Riboli. Both of our winemakers are graduates of the prestigious winemaking program at the University of California, Davis. With many years of work at wineries in Napa and Sonoma, David brings experience and leadership to our team. My nephew Anthony is the first of the fourth generation of our winemaking family. Anthony, with a degree in viticulture, oversees our vineyards throughout the state. Together, David and Anthony are responsible for the careful handling of our white wines in Los Angeles and the crafting of our red wines in Paso Robles. Our family in union with our winemaking team has the sole purpose of producing stylistic, world-class wines. To this date, we have earned a wonderful reputation with hundreds of honors and competitions throughout the United States. We invite you to enjoy the wines of the Riboli family, handcrafted for your enjoyment with our philosophy of quality, flavor, and value. On behalf of myself, Steve Riboli, my father Stefano, mother Maddalena, brother Santo, sister Kathy, and nephew Anthony, I thank you for visiting the San Antonio Winery. Enjoy your visit with us. Thank you for coming to the Riboli Family Winery, backed by tradition and blessed by nature. Salute!